In the Crimson Ridge Pack, there were rules. Alphas ruled, betas served them, and omegas? Omegas were invisible. Maya Rivers had been invisible for 18 years. But tonight was different. Tonight, Maya kept dreaming of golden eyes watching her, of a voice calling her name. She didn't know that everything was about to change. Victoria Cross was preparing for the most important night of her life. Tonight, she would be announced as the future Luna of Crimson Ridge. Tonight, she would claim Alpha Dante Blackwood as her mate. There was just one problem, one little Omega who needed to learn her place. Victoria had the perfect plan to make sure Maya stayed invisible forever. Victoria sent Maya to clean the Alpha's private suite, the room where she and Dante would soon share their lives. She wanted Maya to see everything she could never have. But as Maya dusted and cleaned, something strange began to happen. Her wolf, Luna, who had been silent her entire life, suddenly spoke. Luna's voice was clear and certain. Your mate is near. He is powerful. He is a leader, and today you will meet him. Maya couldn't believe it. Omegas didn't get powerful mates. But Luna was right. At that very moment, footsteps approached the door, heavy, confident. The footsteps of an alpha. When Dante Blackwood walked through that door, the world stopped. The mate bond hit them both like lightning. Undeniable, unbreakable, impossible. Dante had known for 2 years. Since the day he turned 18, he had felt Maya in his soul. He had waited for her 18th birthday. And now, here she was. But Dante Blackwood was not just an alpha. He was a proud alpha. And pride can make monsters of even the best men. He looked at Maya, this beautiful, gentle soul the moon goddess had chosen for him, and he saw only her rank, only her status, only her weakness. The rejection ritual is sacred, painful, final. When an alpha speaks those words, the mate bond shatters like glass, and it takes pieces of both souls with it. I, Dante Blackwood, reject you, Maya Rivers. The words hung in the air like poison, and Maya, because she had no choice, accepted. The bond broke, and so did she. But Dante wasn't finished. He couldn't bear to see Maya in his pack, a constant reminder of what he had thrown away. So he made arrangements. Maya would be sent to another pack, exiled, erased, as if she had never existed at all, as if the moon goddess had never chosen them. Victoria had been watching, waiting. She knew something had happened between Dante and the little Omega, and she wouldn't allow any competition, not even a discarded mate. It was so easy. Plant the earrings in Maya's pocket, cry out, thief, watch the servants turn on one of their own, watch Maya's last shred of dignity get torn away. The pack guard didn't ask questions. Thieves deserved punishment. It didn't matter that Maya had never stolen anything in her life. It didn't matter that she screamed her innocence. They locked her in the basement, and there, they made sure she understood what happens to Omegas who forget their place. By the time they finished, Maya could barely breathe. Alpha Marcus Stone of the Midnight Hollow Pack arrived at Crimson Ridge for a business meeting. His pack needed protection. Crimson Ridge needed resources. It should have been simple. But the moment Marcus crossed the threshold of Crimson Ridge, he felt her, his true mate. Somewhere in this house she was suffering, and his wolf demanded he find her. Dante tried to focus on the negotiation. His pack needed this alliance. But Marcus wasn't paying attention to contracts. He was following the pull of the mate bond. "Where are your Omega servants?" Marcus asked suddenly. Dante didn't understand why it mattered, but he answered anyway. He shouldn't have. Marcus followed the bond like a lifeline, down hallways, downstairs, to a locked basement door that reeked of blood and fear. His mate's blood, his mate's fear. He didn't bother with keys. Alpha power shattered the lock like paper, and what he saw inside made his wolf roar for vengeance. Marcus Stone had been Alpha for 7 years. He had fought rogue wars. He had faced challengers, but nothing had ever made him this angry. The guards came running. Dante came demanding answers. Marcus gave them only one truth: she's mine. Anyone who touches her again dies. Marcus didn't negotiate anymore. He didn't need Crimson Ridge's alliance. He needed only one thing from this cursed pack, and he was taking her. Dante tried to object. Victoria tried to explain. Marcus didn't care. He walked out of Crimson Ridge with his mate in his arms, and he never looked back. Maya woke in a room filled with sunshine, soft blankets, the smell of fresh bread and coffee. For a moment she thought she was dreaming again, but the pain was real, the bruises were real, and the man sitting in the chair beside her bed, watching her with worried eyes, he was very real. Marcus introduced himself, Alpha of Midnight Hollow, her mate, her savior. Maya didn't understand. How could an Alpha want an Omega? How could he want her? But when Marcus placed his hand over her worst wound and golden light flowed from his palm, when she felt the pain ease and the bond strengthen, she began to believe. Midnight Hollow was nothing like Crimson Ridge. Here, wolves smiled at each other. Here, Omegas sat at the same table as Alphas. Here, strength meant protecting, not dominating. Marcus showed Maya his world, his pack, his home, and slowly, carefully, he showed her that she could belong, that she had always deserved to belong. But happiness in a werewolf story is never safe. 3 days after Maya arrived, the rogues came, an army of them, and they were looking for blood. Marcus knew this war was coming. The rogue king wanted territory, wanted power, wanted to destroy everything he had built. And now Maya was caught in the middle. The battle was brutal. Midnight Hollow was strong, but the rogues were desperate. And desperation makes warriors reckless. Marcus fought like a demon to protect his pack. When Marcus fell, Maya felt it through the bond, a pain worse than any beating, the pain of losing your other half. She ran. She didn't think, she just ran. The pack healer tried. He poured every ounce of power into Marcus's wound, but it was too deep, too much damage. The Alpha of Midnight Hollow was dying. Maya had never healed anyone. She had barely discovered her wolf, but she placed her hands where the healers had been, and she prayed to the moon goddess for a miracle. The power that came from Maya was not normal healing magic. It was pure, ancient, the kind of power that shouldn't exist in a weak Omega, the kind that could only come from royal blood. When Marcus opened his eyes, whole and healed, the entire pack stood in stunned silence. They had witnessed the impossible, and they knew Maya Rivers was no ordinary Omega. That night, Midnight Hollow celebrated 2 victories. They had survived the rogue attack, and they had discovered their Alpha's mate was a true blessing from the moon goddess. For the first time in her life, Maya wasn't invisible. She wasn't a servant. She was cherished, protected, loved. She was home. But in the forest beyond Midnight Hollow, someone watched the celebration. Someone who had been waiting, planning. Someone who knew exactly who Maya Rivers really was. The rogues weren't random attackers. They had been sent. And this was only the beginning. Because Maya's bloodline held a secret worth killing for.
For more videos, please subscribe, like, and comment.